How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the Ultimate Hunter Shooting Sports YouTube channel.
Impact!
Impact! Impact!
Helps you win, it helps you hunt.
So, today, doing kind of a harebrained thing, I guess. I've never shot a PRS match before, but tomorrow, WCPS, our local PRS long-range group here at Cameo, is doing a regional PRS points match, and I figured, why not? I've never tried it, but with Sportsman division being a thing now, which is 13 pounds and 6.5 Creedmoor, well, finally weighed this on a really accurate scale, and it came in at 12 pounds 15 ounces, and it happens to be in 6.5 Creedmoor. So we're gonna go for it. Now, my goal with this is to do this with 100% UHRC legal gear. I hardly ever shoot past 500, but these stages are going to be between 300 and 1100, and I think they said 2 MOA targets on average. Some will be outside of those ranges, though. But I figure, screw it. I'll learn a lot, if nothing else, and the plan is to video the whole thing and see how I can do with UHRC legal gear. So I'll be running my bino harness like always. I have this soft-sided cooler, which has a spare hoodie in it. That will be my improvised shooting bag. And I will be using my regular Horn Hunter frame pack. And if I use that, it will probably be in an effort to replace or substitute for a tripod if there's a situation where it works out for that. I've got some blue targets up here for UHRC that we normally shoot farther down range. But from right here, they're both about 520. I mean, night before the match, but we're gonna see if I can make this stuff work and give it a go tomorrow and hope for low winds. So I just ran a really quick dope chart on Hornady with what my original recorded velocity was through this rifle. It may have changed since then. It's got a lot of rounds through it, and I've technically never cleaned it, which some people will chastise me for. Some people will say it's what you're supposed to do. But ran a really quick dope chart, and with the targets at 520, it should be about 3.7 mils because these hand loads are running fairly slow. So we're gonna get our parallax set just past 5, try 20 power, and see if we can get some hits on these targets at 520. Okay, 3.7. Need to settle in a little better than that. Way high. Okay. So, couldn't see the first one because I was not steady enough to track under recoil. Second one went way high, so I'm going to try 3.5. Bingo. Transition to the other target. Try 3.5 again. Okay, so I think if I do my job, this improvised bag is going to work fairly well. I've got 3 mils on my old dope card here for 500. So 3.7 for 520 was probably a little aggressive. I'll have to check my parameters in that calculation. But we're going to go up here to a different shooting position and try out something else. All right, I've got a rock up on the hillside with a big flat face on it, so I should be able to spot where I'm hitting at 775. And according to the dope chart, that should be between 6.4 and 7.1 mils. So I'm probably gonna hold 6.4 and see where that puts us. Now I just gotta remember where it was. There it is. And I know you guys can't see the rock, but you'll have to just take my word for it. A little more parallax there. Okay. 6.4. Let's try 6.5. Shoot 6.5 at 6.5. Why not? You wouldn't believe me if I told you, but there's a little dark spot on that rock, and I just put a hole in it. All right, guys, there's where I was set up, and that rock is right up in there. Again, 775, right there in the middle. All right, I've got you guys set up on that big rock center screen. There's kind of a dark spot near the middle of it, and that's what I'm going to be shooting for. Again, this is at 775, and I'm holding 6.5 mils. We'll see if that first one was just luck, or if we can stack some more on that little dark spot. All right, here we go. Oh, of course my mag sticks on the last one. All right, let me get reset here and we'll give it one more. That makes me feel good. Still got some figuring out to do on the ballistics, but that one felt good. I mean, obviously a pretty steady rest there. This is basically a bench. Fantastic.
Get ready? Ready. Stand by. Good pass. Good pass. Is that my time? Yep, and it counts. Okay. Is the shooter ready?
Ready as I'm gonna be.
Stand by.
Oh, that's mean.
Impact. Impact. Impact.
Pretty sure I was forking that thing like crazy.
Couldn't find the second one.
Oh,
Send it if you'd like. Is the shooter ready?
ready.
Stand by. Impact.
That might be an edge hit.
Yeah. Was that an edge hit?
I think it was an edge hit.
Yeah. Impact.
I think
They
so.
shot up way high.
Is he on?
I'll give him. I agree. That did some weird stuff.
Is that my time?
No.
Nope.
Impact.
Impact.
Loading. Dropped out. It dropped out.
Oh, thank you.
That's your time.
Well, we know somebody doesn't practice their neg.
Stand by.
Totally fine.
Impact.
Oh, your brass went back in.
Fuck.
Stand by.
It's way too high. Yeah, that's all I got.
Impact. Impact. Impact.
There's my bear.
Impact. Impact. Impact.
There you go.
Impact. Ready? Does the shooter understand the course of fire?
I think so.
Is the shooter ready?
I think so.
Stand by.
Impact.
Four.
Thank you.
Impact.
That's time. Yeah.
Exactly where I was.
Impact.
There you are, donkey.
That'll do, donkey. At least we get 2 shots at that fucker.
Oh, we both missed it. Now I'm missing off the right side.
Yeah, I'm thinking the wind may have died down just a wee bit.
I believe you're correct.
Impact.
Punch myself in the eye there really quick. Why not?
Impact. That was just under him both times. Gold. Stand by.
Too soon, Junior. That bipod.
I don't need that anyways. And that barrel. Use a little harmonic tuning on there. Man, where am I going with those? Right.
Impact.
Okay, left edge it is.
Impact. Impact.
Yeah.
Impact. So you got 3 seconds left. So your time is 1.
All right, shoot ready.
Back of my ear, huh?
Stand
Oh,
by.
it's going that way. Yeah, it's good. Look at what we're going to be holding left. It's probably 4/10 at least. 4/10, I bet.
Clark said he's about half.
Was he? He's still off the right. You're still off the right. Whatever you're doing, add to it. Well, them targets are only half size to where they're bladed, right?
Yeah.
No call. Impact. Impact left edge. That fucker must be heavy.
The target?
Yeah.
It's studding.
It doesn't like swing as much as I thought.
There goes the bipod again.
Impact.
Alright guys, I've officially shot my first PRS match. I think I had a 35 was my final score for the day, and I think that was out of a possible 92, so about a 30% hit rate. But in my life I've probably shot 50 or less rounds beyond 500 yards. There were a number of stages where I would be holding what I thought was needed for wind because, you know, it's cameo, and wind was a factor and it kept switching, which it does. And I would see that I hit exactly where I was holding, and instead of trusting my shot, even though it felt good, I would use that same hold for the rest of the targets in that stage for a while, and continue to watch my shots go exactly where I was holding. So that was a fairly common mistake that I made. Fought some gear issues. I borrowed a 10-round magazine that I had never run in the gun, and induced a couple feeding issues using a bag where I applied some pressure onto the magazine, because that 10-round mag makes a pretty long lever, and then also had that large soft-sided cooler that I was using as an improvised bag actually kick brass back into my chamber and get turned around in the middle of one stage, so that kind of held me up. I folded and used a game changer bag on 2 stages, and it makes a substantial, noticeable difference in the stability of the rifle, even though I'm using a light rifle, a relatively light rifle out there. I would like to get some more gear that plays well to this, probably a bag to start with and larger magazines, because there was one stage where it was a 12-round stage and I only had 10 rounds, so I had to try and throw a reload in and timed out because of that. But I had a ton of fun. I learned a lot. That rifle continues to impress me. It outshoots me, and that's what I want. So for a total setup that's under 2,500 bucks for everything on it, I couldn't be more pleased with it. I still want to try to stay fairly minimalistic with the gear, because I don't want to start relying on something for PRS that I can't use in Ultimate Hunter. I think that the cross-training element, just like shooting both IDPA and USPSA, I think there are takeaways from each that can be used in both. I mean, again, similar deal, keep a separate mentality and a separate approach, but I think being good at shooting more things in more ways makes you a better overall, more well-rounded shooter. So, had a lot of fun, learned a lot, and I think I'll be back for maybe not the next one, but the next one that I can. If you guys are in the Western Colorado area and you're interested in the long-range stuff, whether it's Ultimate Hunter or PRS matches, the CameoSEC.org, I've got a nice little Ford logo printed on my face right now. The CameoSEC.org website has schedules for pretty much all the stuff that goes on out here, and the schedules do not conflict. So if you want to shoot all the Ultimate Hunter stuff, all the action pistol stuff, all the long-range stuff, as it is right now, if you have the money for ammo and the time, you could do all of it here at Cameo. So check out that website. Get out and shoot, guys.